friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Terry, also known as the Inspire Planner, and today we are going to update my reading planner. Well, hey friends, I know it has been a hot minute since I have been here, but I am super excited today to be back and updating my reading planner with you all. It is June and we are going to get my June calendar set up in here for my tracking and also update the last book that I've just read in the past couple of days. If you are following along, you know that I have become obsessed with the Disney Twisted Tales, and so I just read the Cinderella one in literally like 3 days. So let's open this up and get to it. So if you are not familiar with my reading planner, everything in here is TULA 12. So we came out with some beautiful reading inserts and this amazing cover. If you have not seen it, it's embossed and it says just one more chapter. And then our spine has books on it. Of course, I have a paw print because you know my love for paw prints, and then also an elastic pouch on the back that holds my pens and highlighters that I'm using in my reading planner. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and pop over here to what I'm currently reading. Now I've already printed out my book cover and put it on a little bit of paper, and I'm just going to put this right in here. Like I said, I've already finished the entire book. And so we're just gonna update this. Now I did start to put in the pages, but I finished it last night. So we're just gonna go ahead and get this all set up quickly. So the book that this was called is So This Is Love. And the author of this one is Elizabeth Lynn. And I forget what I was writing down. I'm just going to peek back. Action adventure is the genre. And I started this on June 7th. And I finished it last night, which would have been June 9th. And, oh, I haven't colored in my stars here. So I'll go back to this one in a minute. So I'm coloring in 5 stars here. I love these books. This one had a very unexpected little twist, which was really fun to read and follow along with. So if you haven't started these books and you're interested, I would definitely consider it. So last night, I'm just gonna update how many pages I read. So from 149, and there are, so I finished the whole thing last night. I tried not to, but I couldn't help myself. 411 pages total. So 149 to 411. We finished the whole thing. I'm going to write my summary and my notes in here, and I'll go back and do that. I won't bore you with that. And then the next in the series, I will have to look up. So let me grab some adhesive and just go ahead and put my cover in here. I love this tracker because I'm very visual and I love being able to see the book covers and then the notes that I'm writing that go with it. So I'm loving that part. All right, so This Is Love all set up. So now we're gonna go ahead and flip over to book tracking. And the first thing I need to do is go in and put my minutes in for June. May is complete. So let me grab my 60-minute color. I'm just gonna pop all of these out, which is the green one. And I started 789, I think. Let me just make sure I have that correct. Yep, 789, and I know I read more than an hour on both of those, so I'm just gonna go to my June column here and 7, 8, 9. All right, so we are all caught up there. And moving right along, we are going to set up our June, but first I need to update May. And I did read 3, so I was on target for that. Now we're going to set up June. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 that I want to read here. I already read, so this is Love. And that was actually a book purchase, so I'm going to go ahead and write that here too. And I already have my next one because we purchased 2. So the next one is Almost There, which is Tiana's story. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down here also. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and set up the calendar for the month of June. And I believe June started on Saturday, so we're just going to go ahead and write all the numbers in. Now I had been covering up the bottom row of the calendar because I didn't need it, but it just so happens that June is one of those months where you need the entire calendar, but I still might go ahead and just put a little something down here just to make it more fun. And I'm also going to change it up this month. So I wanted to show you guys a different way that you can use this part of your insert. Up until this point, I have also done a second cover and just kind of placed them where I was starting the books. But I think what I'm going to do this time is color code it so that you can see a different way of using this. So what I'm going to go do is grab a highlighter. Okay, so I went and grabbed 3 highlighters that are different from the ones that I'm currently using, just because my goal is to read 3 books, so I figured I would just go ahead and grab 3 different highlighters. So the way this is gonna look, and I'm gonna go ahead and write the month of June up here. Trying to make it a little fancy. All right, so we've got June written down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my highlighters and I'm going to highlight the cover or the name of the book over here. And then I'm going to highlight the days that I was reading that book. So in this case, it would be 7, 8, and 9. And sometimes you might be reading more than one book on the same day. So if you're doing like a business book and then one for personal or some other type of, I know a lot of people like to read 2 different books at the same time. So you can still use the same principle here, just highlight the name of the book with one color and then do your calendar accordingly. So I wanted to show you that approach. So that's how we're going to set up for the month of June. And so we've got that all taken care of. I don't know of any new releases yet that I am focused on. Got my 2 books that I purchased. I do want to add just a little something down here, especially since I'm not going to be putting the books up there. So let's break out the book deco really quickly and see what we have that we can use that's kind of already cut. Let's just see. I don't want to have to cut any other papers, any of the big papers yet, because we still might be building something with those. So let's just see what we've got here. I think, oh, I love that. See, I don't want to cut that up because that's just a really good piece of a book. But I think what I might do is go ahead and cut this right where I need it. So I'm just gonna make a little little pinpoint, and then I'm going to do a little bit of layering with that. So we're going to do a little bit of ripping, I think. So let me go ahead and just cut this. And then we'll cut this side. And we've got a few more pieces, but this way it'll give it just a little something. Because like I said, I just feel like it needs a little something. And I think I'm gonna put that on the top. So let's just go ahead and rip this way. And then we're just gonna layer it like that. So let's put a little bit of adhesive on here. I'm just gonna put that right along those lines. And then we'll put a little bit of adhesive on this one, making sure I do the correct side. And we'll just line that up as well. Cute. All right, let me see if I can find a fun sticker to add here. I think we're gonna go ahead and use this open book. And I'm going to put that right there. So now we have a little something going on for the month of June. We're all set up here. I can't wait to start my next one. I think I'm going to go ahead and write it in. So the title is going to be Almost There. And I will determine what color I'm going to use on my calendar once I start reading that book. All right, so let's go over here to book series, because I have them all written down. And the one that I just finished is So This Is Love. I'm giving it 5 stars. So I'm just gonna go ahead and color these stars in. I honestly don't know if I'll ever not give these books 5 stars because I've just enjoyed all of them so much. But being a big Disney fan, that might have something to do with it. They may not be for everyone. And if you can hear the landscapers, I apologize. It's been raining and for some reason they're out there doing whatever they're doing. So, all right, so that is now all updated. And then book wish list. I have these written down, so I just want to update this. So This Is Love was purchased and Almost There was purchased. And that, I believe, and quotes. I did not, oh my gosh, I read through that so quickly that I didn't even take any notes on quotes on that one, but I don't know that there were necessarily any quotes in that might have stood out to me, to be honest, so I'm good with that. So that is everything, you guys. It is completely up to date, so now I can get started on my next, I'm going to put this in here for June, my next book, and I will keep you guys all updated as I go. If this is something that you would like to learn a little bit more about, let me know in the comments and I will definitely get you that information. Thank you all so much for sharing your time with me today and updating my reading planner with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you know of anybody that would love to see this video, please go ahead and share it out. Have a wonderful week, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.